Season 2A episode by episode retelling, Yuriya version, Episode 28 A Queen's Return. After a brief visit to Earth to attend her university lectures, Yuriya is pulled back to Shin Makoku through the school fountain. Her black pleated skirt swishes as she walks into the throne room where Conrad greets her with a faint smile that lasts just a moment too long. Political unrest awaits, but she handles it with her usual sharp mind and gentle diplomacy. Episodes 29-31 At the new Maoh's trials, Yuriya is tested by political rivals who think her earthborn ways make her weak. She proves them wrong by reorganizing the kingdom's supply lines using efficiency models from her science studies. Conrad shadows her silently through each council, always ready to draw his sword if needed. Episode 32-34 Conrad's disappearance. During a mission to protect trade routes, Conrad vanishes in enemy territory. Yuriya hides her panic behind a calm face, but when alone, she pores over maps, planning a rescue with military precision. When she finally finds him, injured and chained, her voice shakes not from fear, but from fury at anyone who dared harm him. Episode 35-37 Shadows of the Forbidden Boxes. Yuriya's blood is again sought by enemies hunting the forbidden boxes. She uses her medical knowledge to treat an outbreak of disease in a border village, gaining the humans' loyalty and preventing an outbreak from spreading to both realms. Conrad watches her work, realizing she is not only Julia reborn, as she's far stronger than Julia ever was. Episodes 38-40 At the battle at Karbelnikov, in a tense standoff with Disappearance forces, Yuriya rides into battle in ceremonial armor she designed herself. She uses a combination of diplomacy and calculated intimidation to force the enemy to retreat without bloodshed. That night, under the moonlight, Conrad admits, "You turn war into peace, and somehow, you make me believe it's possible every time." Episode 41-43 Earthly Bonds. Yuriya returns to Earth briefly to complete a medical research project. Maoh teases her about a certain tall swordsman she keeps in her thoughts. She doesn't deny it. When she comes back to Shin Makoku, Conrad is waiting at the fountain, his relief visible even through his disciplined posture. Episodes 44-46 A Betrayal and Rescue. An assassination plot forces Yuriya into hiding. She dons a plain dress, blending into the city while using her street smarts and disguise skills from her fashion design background. Conrad finds her first, sword dripping from the fight to reach her, and without words, pulls her into the safest embrace she's ever known. Episode 47-49 At the original King's Secret, Yuriya learns more about Shinu, the original Demon King, and Murata's role as the Great Sage. She begins to understand the burden of being Maoh and Conrad's burden of loving someone tied to such a dangerous destiny. Episodes 50-52 At the Queen's Vow. The season closes with another forbidden box sealed, but Yuriya nearly loses her life in the process. In her golden-eyed Maoh form, she collapses into Conrad's arms. He carries her to safety, murmuring softly, "If protecting you is all I do in this life, a broken bar, it will still be enough."